So, like I was saying, you can put a lot of hard drives in here. You know, and if you don't want to put, I can say if you get a motherboard without a PCI Express slot, there's plenty of space here that you can put, maybe one or two more 2.5 inch drives, laptop drives. So you can get well over 10, not over 10, but about 10 terabytes of storage in here if you use the right type of hard drives. 2 terabyte hard drives will give you plenty of space. So for storage server, in this case, it's perfect for a storage server or a media center computer. So it's going to be whisper quiet, and you'll have a lot of space, a lot of storage space to work with. You can put all your HD content right there locally. If you don't have a good network, you want to, you have a lot of HD content. It's perfect for that. You can play everything local. You have no problems. The only issue that I have with this case, because I went with a little bit more robust system, so I had some issues with this case. One of the issues was even though it has plenty of ventilation holes, it has no fans. Of course, it's meant to be quiet, but since it has the potential, I went ahead and got a powerful motherboard and a powerful CPU. Because I was going to use it for video editing, but I should have done my research ahead of time, but I didn't. I ran into some problems because it doesn't have any intake fan and an outtake fan. I had a lot of heat issues. The system was running very, 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 very hot, especially the chipset was running really hot. I mean, it would burn your hand when you touch the heatsink. That's how hot it got. The other issue I got with this is the power supply's exhaust fan is right on top of the motherboard. So if you have the CPU is here, the chipset is here, pretty much everything is here on this motherboard. I mean, it's a mini ITX motherboard, so everything will be compact. So it's shooting hot air right on top of the CPU and the chipset, and it makes it really hot. And then there's no space in the back to put a fan, so it makes it difficult. If you want to put your own outtake fan on there to make it cooler. So that was one of the problems that I had with this motherboard. With this case. The CPU that I'm using is it's a mobile CPU, so it's low power CPU, but it's very powerful and produces some heat. It's the Intel X9000 quad core CPU, and I have forgot what the manufacturer of the motherboard is. Let's see, these here still. I had a Jitway mini ITX board. It's the Jitway JNC64LF, which is a low, small form factor mini ITX motherboard, but has a potential for very powerful system, because quad core X9000s are a very powerful CPU. It's a very powerful CPU, and the system runs excellent, absolutely amazing. And the amount of storage that I have in here, it's just beautiful. But heat was the issue. The power plus the power supply, 250 watts, off-brand power supply. It wasn't really cutting it. It was, even though I didn't have anything, I was planning on putting a nice 5770 low-profile graphics card in here, but this power supply would not handle that, because I didn't want to just use it for basic surfing the internet and anything like that. I wanted to play some games, take it to LAN parties if I had, if I wanted to go to a LAN party, and I don't want to carry this monster with me right here. So I went ahead and got this one. I thought maybe I can put another a little graphics card in there, and it should handle it. But the the power supply was getting really hot, and because it doesn't have any space for the air to go out except both sides, from both sides. And on this side there's a hard drive, so that's blocking some of the air from moving out. And then on this side the graphics card is blocking some of the air, so all the hot air is in here and it heats up everything else. I mean, it wasn't an issue as far as the performance when the CPU was just running, like a workhorse. But I didn't want put that much stress on the CPU and on the chipset. I didn't, because I want this thing to last longer than just a couple of years. I want to use it for years and years to come. So that's the negative point of this case. But other than that, it's a perfect case. If you use a low power system, if you want it for a low power system that doesn't have a whole lot of heat issues, but want a lot of storage, this is perfect for you. Go ahead and take it. It's not that expensive either. I got it from, where was it, Fry's, for like 59 bucks. Can't beat it for 60 bucks. A nice case like this. It looks really nice. I put a little in here. I had a fan controller. This fan controller. Let me show you. That I have in my current system. The beast right here. So I had this fan controller and a memory card reader. I'll put the ports on here. This, I don't know who makes this. MD3 something. This MD3 Ultra. Yeah, Ultra makes it. Ultra MD3, like a multimedia station thing. I put in there and it was just looking absolutely amazing. But the wiring was an issue. It was very cluttered, so I took it out because there's a lot of wires in that. But other than that, as far as cable management go, it doesn't have a whole lot of cable management, but there's not a lot of wires in here anyway, so you can get away with that. I kind of took all the wires and took them in like that here. I had this stuck, but because of the heat issue, I had to put another fan in here. To kind of just push the air out, make it run a little bit cooler. So that's why this is loose. But other than that, this case is perfect for everything except the heat issue. So thanks for watching, and subscribe, rate, comment, and do all the good things that you guys do on YouTube. Thank you.